If you're thinking of booking a cruise on the Royal Caribbean Voyager of the Seas but wanted to know more first, then you've come to the right place.
It's kind of hard to imagine that you're even on a cruise ship.
We're going to talk about everything you can do, the activities that are on offer, the cuisines, and the live entertainment. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Royal Caribbean Voyager of the Seas. We are here on, I think it's an 11-day med cruise going from Barcelona all the way to Athens. This is our cruise ship tour for any of you that are considering the Voyager of the Seas.
Let's begin with deck 3.
So this is the first floor of the main dining room. We sit up there.
The ship offers 2 options for dining. The first is a set time and the second is my time, in which you can line up and dine at a time that suits you. Just outside the main dining room is where you'll find Studio B. This is where you can ice skate during allocated times and watch the incredible live ice shows.
The show was absolutely amazing. We haven't ice skated as yet, but who knows, in the coming days we might do a little bit of ice skating. And that is basically level 3.
Okay, here we are at level 4. So this is another entryway to the main dining room. And on your SeaPass card, it'll actually tell you which floor you enter from, which is really handy because there's a lot of people on board. And if you're on a ship that only has 1 dining room, you wanna make sure you're on the right level. This is actually the first floor as well, where you can actually go out and see outside of the ship. So we are currently in Ephesus, Turkey. Let's see if this will open for us. Here we are, so floor 4. You've got all the lifeboats on this floor and this wonderful view of Turkey. Okay, plenty more of floor 4 to explore. Let's go. We're in port today, so we figured it'd be the perfect time to do one of these tours when we pretty much have the whole ship to ourselves. Now up here on the left, this is one of the bars on board. I think it's one of their sports bars. So you can come here, they've got lots of North American sport on. And then on the other side, they have the cruise ship art gallery. Now, if you didn't know, art galleries on cruise ships are a really big deal. People actually choose cruise ships for what artists are gonna be on board. So they've got all kinds of artwork. I'm not gonna pretend to know all of them, but what we found was really fun is we actually went to one of the art auctions. So you can come have a really good look at all the pieces that you might wanna bid on, or you can actually set up an appointment with one of the gallery staff to check out their private prices and buy them here. All right, coming this way, we have the Casino Royale. This is one of the only places on board that you can actually use cash. So if you didn't know, if you wanna make any on-ship purchases, it's gonna be on the credit card that's attached to your SeaPass card. But of course at the casino, they love your money, so they will take cash as well. They've got plenty of slot machines, table games. They have on-ship poker tournaments. Coming out on the other side of the Casino Royale, we've got more bars that you can go sit at. So this is, I think, the Schooner Bar, and they have had an excellent pianist? Yeah. That has been playing here at night. It's just another gathering spot after you're done dinner to go and catch up with some of the people that you meet on board. And there's plenty of that. Everyone here has been so friendly. It's so nice. You also have Giovanni's Table. So on board, they have a selection of private restaurants that you can go to as well. So obviously these don't come included with the cruise fare, but you can pay out of pocket to have a reservation at Giovanni's Table. There's a few more that we'll cover, but the last thing that I want to point out on floor number 4 is the Royal Theatre. So this is where all the amazing entertainment festivities happen on board. So the comedians, the orchestra, the Broadway shows. And as you can see, it's flanked by 2 see-through elevators going up every single floor all the way to the top.
Now onto deck 5.
Here is the Star Lounge. So this is kind of like a more intimate theatre setting. We actually came here for the art auction.
Make sure you keep an eye on your Royal Caribbean app to find out when these activities are running. In the Star Lounge, they run seminars, competitions, and a bunch of different activities. And here's a hot tip.
If you do attend one of their art auctions, you get free champagne. So through here we have the start of the fashion district and the shops. Over here, and this is arguably where Eric and I have spent the most time, they have the Cafe Promenade, so you can get free tea and coffee up the back. You can also get free pizza. And if you want your Starbucks in the morning, this is also where you would get it. Again, it comes at an extra cost. This is the Pig and Whistle. This is another spot where you can pay for a separate meal or separate drinks. They have really great entertainment and live singers in here. They also have access to the casino via this level. And it's kind of strange to see the promenade so empty, but this is where all of the shops are. Just to our right over here, we have our bar. We'll go all the way around here because here is where you'll find guest services and shore excursions. So if you have any problems aboard, if you have any questions about your shore excursions, they are very helpful and will be able to assist. I think we're done on this level now. So, oh, I don't think we have mentioned, this is the final entry to the main dining room on level 5. As Eric mentioned before, if you check your C-Pass, it'll tell you which dining room entrance you use.
Officially on deck number 6. Royal Caribbean is incredibly good at trying to get you to sign up for your next cruise, hence the station called Next Cruise. So if you are loving your vacation in the cruise ship adventure, they'll give you a good deal to sign you up to another one. Floor 6 is really just, you can see like main cabins that line floor number 5 overlooking what would be like maybe the main promenade, they would call that. And all the shops, all the restaurants. It's also where they have a lot of like the themed parties, so the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s dance parties are along here at night. Yeah, that's pretty much it for floor 6.
So we're now heading up to deck 7. 8, 9, and 10 are mostly just staterooms, so we're gonna skip those, but for now, you'll see just to our right, there's a library. So if you're like me and you forget a book and you try to steal Eric's, you can come to the library and grab your own.
Deck 11 is where the fun happens. We've got Chops Grill. This is another one of those premium restaurants that you can pay separately for to have a private dining session. If you're not feeling the Windjammer Cafe, which we're gonna go into, or if you're getting a little bit bored of the menu that they're serving in the main dining room. So again, that's Chops Grill. Now we're gonna go into the place where we've frequented almost every day, the Windjammer Cafe. And if you haven't been on a cruise ship yet, yes, this is the Endless Buffet. Now, after the pandemic, they've really upped their sanitary standards here on board, so they make everyone wash their hands. We're not gonna do that because we're just giving you a tour. So guys, welcome to the Windjammer Cafe. This is pretty much first come, first serve, complete buffet. And the amazing part about being so high on deck 11, you get an amazing view of either the ocean or the port of call that you're in that day. All right, now have a look at this. Have you ever seen a buffet like this? You've got sandwiches, you've got hamburger stations, a salad bar in the middle, lunch meats, you've got mac and cheese, a whole dessert island right here. It's probably my favorite spot on board. They have beverage stations over there to the right as well. So if you didn't get the beverage package, you can still get your iced tea, your lemonades, different fruit juices, and American coffee. Not premium espresso, they make you pay extra for that. So now that we're done with the Windjammer, let's go out on deck. So again, deck number 11. This is the first pool deck that you have access to. And really quick, Sel and I just wanted to quickly point out, we're absolutely loving our time on this cruise. It really is like a floating community. Everyone's been so friendly, so nice. You meet people from so many different countries. This was one of our favorite parts of traveling, getting to meet and connect with new people from different parts of the world. And guys, if you've made it this far in the video and if you're finding it helpful, we would absolutely love it if you'd show us your support by clicking that subscribe button. Subscribers help us to connect with like-minded travelers and adventure seekers like yourself. We hope that through sharing what we learn and experience while traveling, we'll be able to help you plan your own adventures. All right, now let's get back to the tour. This is the main deck, so this is where you have your pools and the spas and hot tubs where kids are allowed as well. Plethora of sun chairs, and what I found really nice is they no longer allow you to reserve chairs. So typically in the past, you'd have someone in your family wake up at like 6 in the morning, reserve your deck chair when you're at a day at sea, and then you keep it all day. They don't do that anymore. They bring all of your stuff to the towel desk, which is nice because it allows everyone an option to get a chair. So on deck 11, you also have a pool bar here, a bunch of different spas. They have a music stage where they'll typically have a musician for the day playing tropical vibes, tropical songs. And now we are heading into probably mine and Sal's favorite spot, the solarium, the adults only section, where they have 2 massive hot tubs and a private spa without kids. But they have their own solarium bar. And this is where you can find us after dinner most nights, in the solarium hot tubs. They hold 15 people, very warm, and we've really been enjoying it. But that's probably gonna wrap it up for floor number 11. All right, just kidding. We have one more thing to show you on deck number 11. How could I forget the free ice cream machine? So this operates between 11 a.m. and 9:30 at night, and there's someone here to make you pretty much as much ice cream as you want. You got chocolate, vanilla, or mixed. I personally go the mixed, and I'll show you. Can we please get 1 mixed, 1 vanilla? Oh, wow, nice. Thank you. Pretty good. As someone that used to work at McDonald's, I approve of the ice cream cone. Amazing, thank you very much. Have a good day. Probably had one too many of these, but it's delicious.
This is deck 12, and this is potentially my favorite floor because, as you can see, this is where the spa is. This just here is the entrance to the spa.
There's a selection of services available at an additional cost. Here's another cruise tip. They do run promotions and raffles for spa treatments, so keep an eye on your Royal Caribbean app to see when those are running.
This is the fitness center. Of towels, lockers, plenty of room if you want to do any functional fitness. You can come in here. Over here we have all of the weight equipment. And the best part about running on these is the view that you get outside. I mean, isn't that just insane? When you do have days at sea, typically the spa fills up very quickly, so you want to get in and book those as soon as you can through the Royal Caribbean app. It shows you your daily calendar, you can check your account, you can check for updates, your departure details. It shares everything that you need to know about being on board whatever vessel you're on. So definitely download that before you get on board. And if you do connect to their Wi-Fi, although the regular Wi-Fi isn't free, the Royal Caribbean General Wi-Fi will allow you to use the app as you wish. Here's the running track. Wow, it's very windy. Deck 12 is also arguably the best spot to be when the ship is docking. I'm still working on my ice cream here, but we're going well. Oftentimes at nighttime they'll have different movies playing on this screen, so it's really lovely. You can sit in the spa or on a deck chair and just watch whatever movie they have playing. So just to the left here, there is the Sky Lounge. There's another little deck up here that you can walk up. It's another observatory area. There's some sun chairs up there that you can enjoy. Again, this is the bird's eye view over the solarium.
And that's it for deck 12.
Welcome to deck 13. We've got the sports court, the perfect storm, and the flow rider. Now on the sports court, they've been having daily 3v3 basketball competitions, daily pickleball, volleyball, staff versus guests. So lots of tournaments going on. In the sports court, cornhole. All right, now they also have cornhole here, and if I get this in, this video is going to do amazing on YouTube. Ready? Oh, we got it in. Let's go. I'm really impressed with myself there. We've got 2 water slides here on the back of the boat. And then the real fun, on the back of the ship, we've got the flow rider. They've got water that flows down onto it and you surf. So you can pay for private lessons. And then once you do a private lesson, you can then come to all the open sessions as well. So we've seen lots of great wipeouts, but also a lot of people having a really good time. Over here, you can work on your putting game, so your short game. They've got an on-ship mini putt course that is very popular. The living room, teens only. So yes, on board, all of the Royal Caribbean cruises, they've got lots of kids clubs for every age group. So if you're thinking about bringing your kids on, or if you're a teenager watching this video, there's plenty of activities for you to do and plenty of kids and people your age to meet. All right, now the last activity I want to show you on the back of the boat is the rock climbing wall. Now, it's looking like it's roped off here, but I'm sure we can get by. Oh wow, look at that. It's now open. Come on through. So now it's not open at all times of the day, but you can book in a session so that you can go and climb the rock wall.
Now for deck 14. Azumi is another restaurant on board which serves Japanese cuisine. Eating here does come at an additional cost.
This looks to be called the Star Lounge, the Sweet Lounge. We're not too sure, we haven't been here yet. But right here, and I'm so surprised we haven't been here already, it looks like it's a dance floor.
Here's the chapel on board. It was a lovely, intimate space, though we should mention it's a bit of a steep hike to make it here. We decided to book this cruise as a way to see more places in a shorter amount of time, a little bit more bang for our buck. Now, if you're interested in learning more about our cruise on the Royal Caribbean Voyager of the Seas, we've created a video on our full Mediterranean cruise itinerary, plus a cabin tour video. You can click on those now if you are seriously considering cruising with Royal Caribbean. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you never miss out on an adventure, and we'll see you in the next video.